Remember, shops are designed to get you buying more. So if you're fully conscious and you've got your budget, it should be a lot easier to go to a shopping centre and not blow money that you don't have to blow.
I'm Phoebe Blamey, and I am going to take you on a happy money journey. This amazing adventure will change the way that you look at your money. I'm the best-selling author of The Happy Money Journey, and I've been in financial services for over 27 years. I know there's a whole lot of anxiety and stress around money, but if you really want to change the way that you look and deal with your money, then this is the podcast for you. Listen in and let's start your journey. Hey, welcome. I'm so pleased to be here today. And this weekend I did a seasonal shop for winter because there were a few things, just a couple of little things from my wardrobe that I was missing. But it gave me pause to think about what are some of the things that we can do when we're shopping to make sure that we're not giving into buying too much or making sure that we're sort of staying basically in control. And I kind of hate that impression that advertising and TV shows give us of women being just like completely mad, out of control shoppers. That whole Carrie Bradshaw and the stupid expensive shoes, because I'm reasonably sure that most of us would be living within our means. So I just wanted to do a little run through of some of the tips and tricks that I've got for when you go shopping. And let's start at the beginning, because it's really easy to get into that kind of headspace where you're feeling a bit crap and you feel like buying something's going to make you feel better, and you get in there. And I'm not saying it's a shopping addiction, because really this is more like just filling that little void with a little bit of extra spending for no apparent reason, just to get that little hit of getting our anxiety down and making us feel good, firing up our endorphins. It's then followed by that horrible feeling of guilt and shame, and I've overspent and I've done the wrong thing. So remember, the only person that is in control of your money is you, and you can do whatever you like with your money. So if you want to go shopping and spend $1,000, it's your money, you've earned it. But if you go shopping and spend $1,000 and get home and you're deeply regretting it, then take some stuff back, return it. Like, most of the time, Australian consumer laws mean that you can return it and get full price back. Don't be afraid. And don't leave a whole lot of stuff in your wardrobe that you don't wear or haven't worn, because, you know, in Australia, apparently we wear 40% of what's in our wardrobe. So if we're going to go shopping and we want to buy clothes and we're going to spend a bit of money and we want to get some nice quality stuff that isn't adding to the landfill and isn't really hurting the environment and making a good statement and, really spending a bit of money, then let's do it well. So before you go shopping, the first thing to do is get yourself into your wardrobe, having a look at what you've actually got. Like, what's in there? If you're only wearing 40% of it, what's the other 60% doing? Is there stuff in there that you've forgotten about or you haven't worn for ages? Just have a little refresh. Go through a couple of drawers, have a look through your cupboards, just have a look and see what could be brought out again, worn again, what's too small, what's too big. Maybe have a little cull, give yourself a bit of space in there and see what it is that you've got and what you need to make the best of your clothes with. I'm no fashion guru, but I really know what I like and what I don't like, and what I'm wearing and what makes me feel comfortable and good and what makes me feel blah. So if it's making me feel blah, it's got to be out. And if it's making me feel good, then I want more of that stuff, right? So that was one thing. The next thing is to budget. Like, literally, if you've got a discretionary account like we recommend in the Happy Money Journey books, then literally put only the money you want to spend on your shopping trip into that account for this excursion. Because I don't know about you, I went shopping on the weekend and I got these lovely earrings that I wasn't planning to get, and a couple of other very small things, but, you know, as in small in size, but not necessarily small in costs. I did have a bit of savings and a bit of spending, and it's nice to give yourself a little treat once in a while, but you don't want to go home feeling sick with regret because you've spent too much money. So, nice little budget in there, keep it tight, and really basically control your spending by just not giving yourself any more money than you actually want to go out with. I'll say it now, I've always wanted a capsule wardrobe. I've always wanted to be that super, super, super organized person. And I know I'm never going to be. I'm going to always have the things that kind of don't quite fit, or I'm going to wear on their own, or just for a special occasion or something like that. And so what? Like, you earn the money, you can spend the money however you want, right? Just keep it in control so you're really doing what you're doing for you. The next one is shop seasonally. So there's no point in going through the summer sales and grabbing a whole lot of stuff for summer when we're about to hit winter. Because lo and behold, that's the kind of crap that we all fill our wardrobe with. We get to summer, we don't like it anymore, we're not going to wear it anymore, it's just not us. So buy what you need. Don't buy what you think you might need at a future point in time that never actually arrives, and that item stays hanging in your wardrobe forever because, you know, it doesn't fit you anymore, or you don't like it anymore, or it turned out to be really unfashionable, or it turned out to be something that everyone was wearing and you didn't want to look like a sheep. Whatever you're doing, shop seasonally so that you know that what you're buying is something that you're going to wear. Now, number 4 is when you've got something that you're buying that's common, that's expensive. I'm thinking like Adidas shoes, or, you know, something that there's a lot of around the place. Do a bit of price matching. So get on, like, even if you just see something that you like in a shop and you think, God, those boots are just, I want them now. Hop onto Google Shop and see if you're getting the best price for them. Because honestly, you didn't own them yesterday, so it won't matter if you don't have them tomorrow. If you can get them for $50 or $100 cheaper by just doing a bit of shopping around, it is absolutely and always worth doing. I am like, because of the pet shops near me, I have become like the price match queen. I love price matching. So I don't mind going into a shop and then looking on my phone and seeing if I can get something better, something cheaper somewhere else. So make sure you are price matching so that you get the best possible price that you can get. The next one, the final one, is let's stay conscious while we're shopping. So yes, of course, you know, if you rock into Kmart and you can see something that's, you know, $25 instead of $250 and it looks really similar to something that you saw somewhere else, then by all means, buy it. Buying a whole lot of stuff just because it's cheap isn't really saving you money. You know, when you don't wear that stuff and you pass it on to the op shop's only keeping 15% of it. The rest of it is going into landfill. And when it's in landfill, it is taking hundreds of years to decompose. So when we're shopping, stay conscious. Look at samples, look at secondhand shops. Around me, there's like 3 or 4 secondhand shops that are just next level brilliant. They sell designer gear. Everything's like worn once, worn twice, looks pristinely new. There's also a couple of quite good op shops that have, you know, special days where you can get a bit of country road or witchery or whatever you want could be donated into that shop. So if you get to know the shops around you, particularly the second-hand shops, and you get to know the people in there, you can get to know when your sort of stuff comes in, go and have a look. And what a sustainable way of shopping. And I love that thought of being a little bit environmentally conscious and a little bit sustainably conscious when we're shopping. I'm not saying no one's perfect, but it is really great to be a bit mindful when we're doing that. In fact, 74% of Australians actually do secondhand shopping and have secondhand items in their closet. So whether it's handed down from a friend, something that's given to you by your family, whatever it's going to be, definitely take the plunge and do something like going and having a look in an op shop or one of those secondhand boutiques, because there's a lot in there that you could be getting a real bargain for. And finally, we really want to be creative when we're looking at our shopping. We really want to find our own kind of look, style, identity, all the magnificent things. And some of that can be just as simple as doing a bit of sharing between friends, or jumping into someone else's wardrobe and grabbing the stuff that they don't like anymore, and you giving away the stuff that you don't like anymore, and having those sort of clothes swap parties, going to markets and car boot sales and finding someone else's trash is your treasure and your trash becomes someone else's treasure. Keeping that flow going on, I'd love the idea of that. So lots of things that you can do to make sure that when you go shopping, you are fully financially conscious and that you're fully environmentally conscious. Like, it's just worth it, isn't it? So, little recap, you'd be thinking, knowing what you have is a really good starting point. Going out with a fixed budget of what you are actually going to buy, shopping consciously, being aware of, the longevity of stuff, but also how things are going to look and how they're going to fit in with your wardrobe. When you are there, price match the shit out of people, because price matching is so underrated, and you can save hundreds of dollars off an item by just looking it up on the internet. Much better to do it before you buy it than after you buy it. Shopping seasonally is a big one for me, because then I don't waste a whole lot of money buying stuff that I never end up wearing. And shopping secondhand, samples, seconds, op shops, all of those things, to just give a little bit back to the environment and make sure we're staying a little bit sustainable. However you're shopping, whatever you're doing, make sure that you're having a lovely time. Make it an experience, enjoy it, and most of all, enjoy your journey. We pay our respects to the ancestors and elders past, present and emerging. We're grateful and honoured to live on this land and pay homage to the traditions of storytelling communities and connection to the land. Today we're recording from the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Just a reminder to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed listening to today's podcast. And if you'd like to see more of us, you can find us at phoebeblamey.com.au, or you can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram as The Happy Money Journey. We'd love you to get in touch with us and hear your thoughts around money and all things to do with your happy money journey. Have a great week, and we'll catch you again next time. Just a reminder that this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's general in nature, it doesn't take into account your individual needs and circumstances, and we always recommend seeking the advice of a professional before making any financial decisions.